Bashers. Hey everybody, a little late because I plugged everything in and nothing worked. And it was because we had jerry-rigged the whole show last night. And I was like, what could be the problem? My audio was looking for a different thing, which we unplugged because it was just for last night. And there's a stain on my head. Got a little burnt. How are you all? It is I, Dirk. It is I Bashers Dirk Weekdays. It's your show. I just hosted. How about last night? That was really crazy town, huh? What a night. What a night. Andrew Wolkowicz says, Canadian, $10. How's the head? Everything happens for a reason. Our choice is to be a part of the iBashers. Please upvote and make sure you are subscribed and be an inspiration in others' lives and a blessing. Indeed, indeed. I don't know how I didn't have a hangover. Because here's what I drank. I had 3 beers, and then we had some wine, and I was spritzing it, putting a little bit of wine in a glass with some ice and spritzing it, and did that throughout the course of the show, and then dinner afterwards. But I had switched to water and Diet Coke by that point, so I actually felt okay. I mean, it got a little sloppy. I will admit, not my best foot forward in that particular regard, but it's fun nonetheless. Thank you so much, my dearest darling, and let's give you something sensational for that. Let's start out with the Super Chat gong. Thank you, baby doll. Scotty H is in at number 1. Well, I know who's getting a message today. I owe to Franco Fiore and Dave Fahrenheit 451 because Dave doesn't have WhatsApp, which is the only other way I could figure it out. But I did get this thing where I can squish a video and send it via email. So, yay, that's going to be the way it works from now on. So great to see you, Scotty H. Almost went to the museum again yesterday. Almost. The O'Malleys are in town and they love art and they wanted to go, and just, when you're on holiday, vacations get in the way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Time, people are tired, people are jet lagged. Maybe before they go home. I hope so, because I had such a beautiful time with you. Dean says, at Scotty, last night recap, Dirk gets drunk on random Tuesday, 3 bottles and a beer. 3 bottles of beer and 2 glasses of wine. I had like 4 glasses of wine, I think. Well, not really. I was doing like these like ice, and then like we pour really low wine. We're low pourers, but you keep replenishing that. And I hadn't really eaten, so yeah, I watched it. I'm well aware, but I am a cheap date and I do get a little tipsy a little fast, that's for sure. I was tipsy by the second beer. That's a fact, Jack. Usually I'm all caffeinated out of my mind, and I was not. Dean also says at Fahrenheit 50, if we dissect the situation, you'll find that I hit the upvote second place. I love how you guys do that. It's really amazing. Ray's here. He says, not playing tonight, burnt out after yesterday's show. Christ compels ye. Christ compels ye. What a treat to have Emmett in the house. His musical stylings, guy's a genius. He can just pretty much pull any song out of a hat. I cheat. I put the lyrics up. He could fudge it along because he's been playing live for so long, and he just kind of knows how to make everything work in just about any key too. Amazing guy. Easy. I broke me little piggy bank. Got to chill for a while. That was some fun night. Ush flashing the SCs were hilarious. That was. I mean, thank you, Oshin, for your dedication last night. He was like the circus barker, outside the tent, rattling the chain. Like, okay, who wants a song? Super chat. Who wants a song? So Emmett and I will do this again, and a little less alcohol. I think the problem was starting out with beer and then switching to wine. But by the time dinner rolled around, I was completely fine. Just was the not eating part of the day that probably got to me, and it was just all so fast. It all happened so fast, and I'm a hyper lunatic to begin with. So it was crazy. So thank you for that, and thank you for everybody who made last night such a big success, a big smash. You can rewind it and make fun of me all you want. You can put it in the chats. I was like, oh, that's flat. Oh boy, he's loud. So here's what Emmett and I are going to do. He found this piece of software, not to bore you, because who would care about such a thing? But it's going to be able to make us have a mix. And like, I'll have actual reverb on the vocal, so it'll sound nice, even when I don't sound so nice. And the guitar will be really, and we'll be able to mix it. We'll spend like a little bit of time to get it great. We were doing this, trying to get it, turn the volume down. Usher's like, no, stop, turn it off, turn it up. Trying to make sure that you forgot to turn the guitar up. I had to turn the guitar on and off every time we went to do a song, because otherwise it would be blasting. I did find an amp under my bed, tiny little amp that probably works. But anyway, I digress. Time Flies is here. Anyone know anything about ear bandage being the new fashion statement? Ooh, time flies. I'm fascinated by this statement. I can't even imagine what something like that means. It sounds so weird. Huh. Is it like people are walking around with... I remember many years ago when Michael Jackson used to wear Band-Aids, and it was considered, now in retrospect, in hindsight, we probably can tell that he was covering either surgical punctures, wounds, and or procedures, or whatever, because he had a lot of work done, and it always boggles my mind that when you become that famous, when you become Michael Jackson or Madonna or whomever, as George Michael so aptly put it, when I knew which side my bread was buttered, I took the knife as well. Because he had plastic surgery early on. I think it was just post Wham, and I think he was a pudgy kid, or not really during Waking Me Up Before You Go or any of the big hits. But like, he had his nose fixed, and he had a couple of things, tweaked to make him, because, Faith rolled around, and he's a pinup idol. And that's not just from diet and exercise. His diet and exercise, I think, was a pack of Silkies and a couple of fifths of bourbon. That guy was not known to work out at all. He was known for a lot of other stuff. And what a glorious voice. Unbelievable how anybody could do that to themselves and still sound that great. That guy was always in tune, always perfection. His phrasing was so gorgeous. Just one of those singers that's... I remember the day he died. I was at my sister's house. It was Christmas Day. I saw it on my phone. I called Colin Smith, and I went, oh my God. Colin and I had just seen him a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years before that, at Madison Square Garden, and he was... it was just astonishing what a talent that guy was. Not only just for his beautiful singing, but his songwriting, his lyrics, incredible. And it all came from "Wake Me Up Before You Go." I promise I won't sing today. Time Flies, upvoted number 9. Great to see you. Hey, number 9, Angelo Minichello. You know what I'm not wearing right now? I am not wearing a watch, because today's crazy, because I have court tomorrow. So I've been running around like a lunatic. So I think I'm going to put on this wrist, I'm going to put on the Field and Marine. How about that? So you got caught with a flat. Well, how about that? And I'm going to put this on right now. How about there? How about there? I wasn't even wearing a watch because I was so busy going, what happened to my audio? Crazy. Alain Gilbert, monsieur. Upvote number 13, must be lucky. Lucky. I don't know, isn't that those guys that wear the robot heads? Alain, yes, Angelo Michiello. Alain Gilbert, bonsoir. Good evening, everyone. Great to see you in the room. Alain Gilbert, bonsoir, monsieur. Mr. Bad Gas. Cheers, everyone. And upvote, please upvote if you can. It's really helpful. We moved up in the subscription rankings after last night's unbelievable impromptu. Last night's impromptu. We had no idea that was going to happen. He said, I'll come over and sit in on bashes. He's like, maybe I should play guitar. I was like, oh, how do we do that? And we were trying to figure it out, get everything wired using more than one machine. I have like a very big rack studio thing. And the only way we got it to work was because I had this extra one in a drawer. This is like the entry level thing. You put microphones in here and guitars in here, and my computer was able to read both of them as two separate things, so that worked. We won't be doing that again. We figured out a better way. but it worked for the most part. Franco Fiore, hello, Dirk, and all the fellow bastards. Please upvote. Please upvote if you can. That's all we ask. Upvoting really helps us out. And, we're not part of any of those meanie channels where people say mean things about people and get clickbait or any of that stuff. This is your show. I just host it. And you guys know who you are. You are the bastards. I watch a couple of shows, not so. What did I do the other day? The day before yesterday, I went through all my subscriptions and I weeded all the stuff out that I want nothing to do with. I won't say what they are because why would I do that? But I was like, all right, I don't even know what this is. I had like 134 subscriptions, not memberships, but subscriptions to stuff I thought was cool. And then I was like, I know. And then a bunch of streams that I just don't like to follow anymore because I just don't think that they have anything nice to add. And everybody here in this room has always something beautiful to say and something nice and paying it forward, just being great old basharoonies, bastardaristas. I prefer that. So, yeah, I digress. Melly C is here. Hey, good day, Dirk and all the bashers. Great to have you on the show last night. Do I have any Mork and Mindy for today? I do. I have a lot to catch up on because I didn't do the Gallery of Bastards. Well, we sang it. Well, it was fun. It was funny. We sang it and got it right the first time. But I think I had forgotten one of the lyrics, and he's like, oh, no, it's not obscure. It's absurd. I was like, is it? The sublime, the absurd. It is. It's the absurd. So if you have anything absurd, so far you haven't. It's been great. Nor obscure, neither of. It's funny, I got a message from everybody's favorite fella, photographer extraordinaire and amazing letter writer, Mr. Julian Huxley. And I didn't talk about the SS United States. I will talk about it all. I will let you know all about that tonight because it's a big event going on. And if anybody's in the New York area and they want to come, it costs a little bit of money. I have no control over stuff like that other than Paul being the chair of because it's a charity. But the cool thing is that you would get to go on the ship. I'll get to that in a minute. But first, I just want to tell you what Raymond said. Now, Raymond is a guy that does not really like rock music, nor especially done on the sly shabbily, like the way we might have pulled off whatever we pulled off. He's a classical guy. He's a jazz guy. He's a high fidelity guy, and all that stuff. So he wrote, so I had to retreat to a dark cupboard with the willow printed wallpaper on the walls and a blanket over my head, cuddling my favorite teddy bear, E pluribus unum hohum. Maximum regards from the Funny Farm. And he sent me a picture of this. Actually, I'll share it because it's funny. Can I show that? Will it go? It won't go. It won't go. Why not? Julian Huxley, where are you? It's a small picture. He sometimes he sends pictures to share, but sometimes they're just for me, and I think that's pretty funny. That's the vibe he got last night, which is cool. I get it. I totally get it. It's certainly not Barbara Streisand at Le Bonsoir or Julie London at Basin Street East or one of those things that I'm sure you listen to something fantastic. Do you have anything for us today? Let me see. I'm looking through the thing, see if we have any more Mindy. Do we have one for tonight? I don't see it, but if you want to send one on, because I have a lot of pictures to catch up on because we didn't do it last night. The Gallery of Bastards. Martin, I love that cat. Upvote everyone. And yes, I'm telling everyone, come on, guys. Mimi Reichenbach's not going to be in the show tonight because she is out rescuing a cat. She lives on the west coast of the United States, these États-Unis. And there's like a neighbor in her hood that has a stray cat or a cat that's been lingering around, and obviously it's somebody's cat, so they're going to try to trap it and see if it's chipped, etc. I can't urge you enough to please all get your cats that may wander. I'm not a big fan of that. If you're going to have some outdoor space for them, make sure it's a space that they can't get hurt or leave, but please chip them. It's one of the greatest things in the whole wide world. It's like having an Apple tag for your pet. You'll know exactly where it is, and if somebody finds it, they can scan it and they'll know exactly who you are, and you'll get your pet back, and that's important. Bert Dundee, great show yesterday. Thanks, Bert. I know it was a little bit crazy, but you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Andrew says, on a positive note, Dirk, you might have gotten sloppy, but it's unlikely that in 30 years someone will spot you on the street and remember a night that you were out of control. Was I out of control? I hope not. Sang every song, and oh, wait, didn't I sing every song? I mean, it was, I watched it back just to see. I was like, oh, God. It wasn't like I was like drunk or anything. I was just feeling it, you know, and I'm methyl merman. So I need a better, like in this, like usually, like my mic technique in real life is actually very, very good. Like I know when to pull back and, you know, generally, but like, yeah, but I've also never in my entire existence ever gone on stage without having, with having a single drink. I've never done it. Never, ever, ever, ever done it. So, you know, whatever. You just have to take it for what it was. And it was a fun night, a camaraderie, being here with Emmett, watching him play amazing guitar and singing along like we're at a campfire. You know, tenderly. While it's not that bad, you know, it was whatever. And I have to get over the fact that, you know, because back in the day I used to be like, everything's perfect, blah blah blah, me, steam room, blah 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 blah. You know, sometimes you just got to let your hair down and have a little bit of fun, which we did. Kevin Hawthorne is here. Good evening, Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Every night, every time he shows up in the room, I remind everybody his good deeds, and his good deeds are letting people in the Lakeland, Florida area know exactly how to get around, because he has an unbelievable knowledge on the system, transportation. So people walk up to Kevin and they know that they're going to find where they need to go, which is beautiful. Andrew, which all the best stories start with, I was having a few drinks and then a duck walked in. Dean says, Donald Trump, Dirk. Why? Oh, why? I don't have a, no. Not really. Easy says, I think we all honestly hoped you and E drove drag and not chop crazy all night. We didn't even go late. We were done by 8 o'clock. It was early. I mean, I'll find out if I get a complaint tomorrow. You know, I'll find out if like her lawyer says something to me. I don't know. Carolyn Martin's here. She's late, but she's ready to bash. It's great. 5:13. So I am about 10 minutes behind on the chats. Happy meal, red tie and ear bandage. Trump's gift. Oh, is that what that means? See how slow I am? Oh my God. I couldn't even figure that out. A red tie and I would imagine that. Listen, you know, you gotta wonder how that could be an inspiration for a fashion style. I'm gonna fix this audio. We goofed around so much last night; it just doesn't feel super present. And usually, my audio on the show is excellent, not with the cacophony, perhaps. But it's interesting how, you know, something unfortunate like what happened to him. And listen, regardless of anybody's political, you know, inclinations, you know, that's terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible for that to happen to any human being, except like rapists and pedos and things like that. Those guys, they gotta go. But how that could inspire fashion, which I find fascinating. I guess it's solidarity. People will feel like a tinge of solidarity. Meanwhile, I'm thinking Michael Jackson when I think of, you know, plasters on the face or on the neck or whatever. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, here's maybe she's popping in. Hey, kids, popping in to upvote. Here, my bestie's comforting voice. Aw, on my way out there, like I said before, on my way out to trap, scan for a chip, rescue a cute ginger cat. She sent me a picture. Can I do it? Let me see if I can share that. Hold on. Let me see that. I think that I can. Me. Oh, look how cute you are. Okay. Here it is. I will now show you this. It's a beautiful ginger cat too. This guy. This is something she posted on we suspect somebody dumped when moving out of a local apartment complex. Anybody who's capable of doing something that evil is just beyond words for me. So this is the beautiful little kitty cat. He looks a little bit dusty and dirty because he's been having a rough life, but he looks beautiful. I bet you so. If anybody dumped him, I just hope you must just suffer 1,000 hells. Anybody who could take a beautiful cat. Look at that big head on him. He's beautiful. Oh, he hides when people approach him. He's scared. But you could tell with the cowering, with that kind of cowering, that he was somebody's cat. You can absolutely tell. Mimi, you're an angel, amazing person. Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much. Because you are an angel. Mimi upvote number 37. Hey, those numbers are getting up there. That sounds nice. So Carolyn Martin rescued some cows. How about this? They were about to go to the slaughterhouse, and she rescued 3 cows. And those cows are now living with her somehow, some way or another. And she's going to find a beautiful forever home for them where they won't be, subjected to the ultimate end game, which is crazy. Hey, Waltham Wednesdays. What a great way to do it. Waltham Wednesdays. Anybody who didn't catch the show where Angelo presented me with this beautiful Waltham, absolutely crazy, finding out all the history of Waltham, a beautiful first waterproof watch, etc., etc. So beautiful. Emmett tried it on last night. It looked really good on him. Meme says that Carolyn Martin. Dirk and I were texting earlier, and I said it's getting really hard not to hate people these days. I feel like I'm being tested. Well, you know who you can like? You can like just about everybody in this room, because everybody pays it forward, and everybody does their best to be good people. They hold the door open. They say please and thank you, and they rescue cats and cows and all kinds of stuff. And they give all the love in the world to the people that need it, and the animals too. Ken Furby's here. Hello, Dirk, and hello, everyone. Great to see you in the room. Carolyn Martin says, I understand. Hang in there for our furry friends. Yeah. Melly C says, yes, we do. Yes, we do indeed. Maybe says, yeah, you guys are the best. Happy meal. Oh, thank you so much. Dirk and I, Basher Busker Tuesday. Yeah. Well, he doesn't live on this coast. Happy Meal. First of all, is that the greatest name anybody's ever had on this show? Happy Meal. That's unbelievable. Between your Gonzo and now busking, great fresh content. Well, thanks, man. Oh, that's reassuring. Ever since I took over the desk on the iBashers, I've always been trying to figure out, and I talk it over with, a lot of the bashers and stuff about what would you like to see me do. You keep it fresh and not boring. I don't want to do the same things over again. It's always nice to have this little tete-a-tete where we can all talk to one another and have a conversation and show pictures and stuff, but also to get out there and, sometimes we can't do the Gallery of Bastards, but then we'll have tons of it for the next show. But thanks so much for saying that. Tuesday should be I wish it could. Unfortunately, there is still this lag. Even if you have the fastest internet connection in the world, there's still a lag that even if Emmett did it on the West Coast, or I had other guests or whatever, I mean, there's ways to do it, but I don't know if it would be as special without Emmett O'Malley. He's on the West Coast. He's here now, but I think we might do one more before. Just another busking day before Emmett goes, which would be great. And I think we might try out that piece of software right after the show. He's coming into town because he's got a favorite restaurant there, and I will go down there and not have a cocktail. I'll have a beautiful coffee drink, and we'll talk about it even more. Emmett let his hair down. That's funny. He's a proud, handsome, bold man. Easy with, sorry, I owe you a big bang boom. I owe you a super one. Super, super, super one. Ready? And thank you for that very, very sweet comment, Happy Meal. And it is really, truly, I think that, guys, right? Wouldn't we agree? That's like one of the best names you ever saw on the show. Dean with £4.99 super sticker. I love that one because it's got lots of ambient noise. You can hear the monks doing stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. Steve Mac 3. Okay, early to bed. I stayed up to watch you guys jamming last night. It was definitely worth the sleepyhead look this morning. I think I was in bed by 11:30. We had dinner out on the deck, and Emmett went to go meet somebody, for a friend that he had promised to see, and Justine was here, and she stayed for a little bit, but she's got to get back to her kids and all the stuff, and it's family vacation, so families want to spend family time on a family vacation, as they should. But thanks so much, Steve Mac 3, for hanging in there. Dave Fahrenheit 451 says, Dean, you are more than welcome to number 2. At the time, Scotty was the only other post. Well, you guys came in like a bat out of hell. You've been posting on the stream. Dean says at Steve Mac 3, I lost quite a few hours sleep last night. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I think my voice is a little fragile because I was yelling a lot. I'm such a spoiled little bitch. I have in-ear monitors and all that stuff. I don't generally shout. I'm just loud, but I was definitely yelling. I was yelling into the corner for the most part. Melly C says, what an adorable kitty. Why are people so rotten? Something I'm really learning as I get older there, Melly C. I'm learning that, what did Ronnie James Dio say? The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know. There's just selfish people out there. Anyone who has a pet, I can't even imagine anybody being able to leave their pet behind for a move. I mean, I'm like having a mini stroke, because how in the world would anybody be able to do that and just like leave it some food and close the door and say, sorry, pal, I hope something good happens for you? Those people should go to jail. There should be, it is animal abuse to do that. So I don't know. They're never going to find a chip on this thing, but I hope it gets a beautiful home. It's a beautiful kitty, and I hope somebody loves it and adores it and reassures it that we're not all bad. Andrew Olquich, can you imagine if we are judged in the next life? It's not God, but all those we influence, good or ill in life, humans and animals. Well, who knows? It's the $1 million question. Life, is there life on other planets? But what's bigger than that is what happens when you die. I don't know. People say they've died and they come back and they see the light, but isn't that not? I'm not saying that there isn't, because I have a particular faith. I sure do. But probably that golden light in the hallway and that stuff. That's probably all. Listen, we're electrical. So that's probably all the brain cells starting to misfire, and probably memory sectors that, were dormant or just getting bombarded with all kinds of stuff. I don't know exactly what happens. But I hope it's something beautiful, and I hope it's, I hope we get to see and hug and is that a earthly thing? Love? I doubt it. I think love is eternal. I think it's universal. I think it's all those things. So who would you want to see first? And here's the other thing, right? So Dingo was my dog. She was the love of my life. She died in 2008, and I absolutely was devastated after she died. And I had lots of pets. I had Glaucus and Murray and Bruce and Aunt Clara, and I love them all. And I'm not trying to say I loved any of them less, but Laverne, oh man, did she get me? And but sorry. I think if you are greeted by the people and things you love when you get up there, like Dinga's been waiting for me all this time, and then Laverne's there, and he's gonna be like, who the fuck is that? You don't know, you love her too. There's got to be a balance. It's probably the same as why Jesus doesn't give a shit if you hit a home run. You see all these baseball plus sports guys doing this and grabbing their St. Christopher's medal. Like, it's a baseball game. It's not life and death. You got paid 30, 40, 50, 120 million. Life is good for you. You don't need to involve Jesus in that. It's really stupid. But anyway, it's, the love of your life, your first wife, or, whatever, the person that, you, and then there's Jill. Dave Fahrenheit 451 says thanks. Hey, Daniel Gutierrez, yesterday was awesome. I'm glad you had a good time, Dirkus. Hilarious. Did DL complain about the noise yesterday? No, but I have a little meeting with attorneys and judges tomorrow morning. I did exactly what the judge told me to do, and I'll discuss more of that when it's over. And I'm hoping that it's over tomorrow because the stress alone is just so unfair. Speaking of not nice people, Easy E, think I will refer to all of the bastards to think I will refer all the bastards to my ENT doc because you blew out all of our eardrums. What's funny, and he didn't do a scope on me, and I probably next time I go back to him, he did say I was missing 3K, and this is a fact. Dirk is a little bit deaf in this ear, and I've always known that, and it's not really from the metal. It's from earaches as a child, so I've always had a little bit of an issue. But I guess that didn't help because this side was fine. But I think I would like your guy to do the scope on me because I had a little bit of a fray down there, and he said it'll either go away or it'll just stay the same as long as you don't, abuse it and stuff and sing too much or whatever, which I don't. However, yeah, I'd like to get a full reassessment because the other guy was like, I could just take a knife and just cut it right off. And I was like, no, Julie Andrews. Mr. Badgas, can we all just agree that iBasher should be a wagon wheel zone? Wagon wheel zone? What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but it's funny. Let's give you mini super chat. Mini super chat. I'm going to hear it twice. I love that. It's one of my absolute favorites. Dave Fahrenheit 451 says, people see lights and star when they black out. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Our energy has to be something we don't quite understand yet because we're these, we're just these carbon-based beings. There's got to be some kind of, non-corporal kind of existence. I'm sure it has to, right? Angelo Minichello, what was held up last night? So watch after. Oh, don't say you were held up. Dude, Angelo, that scared the living crapola out of me. A small tip for the band. Thank you very much. Oh, man. When you say held up, I think, oh, shit, he was held up, because you're wearing, you double fisting, wearing your Mark II or your Waltham or whatever. So, oh, man, I'm so glad that you didn't mean it that way. Holy mackerel. Let's give him her husband. I'll refrain from his nickname tonight because we used it like 5 times last night. Today's show is a clean teen. No cursing. Easy. I hope we get reunited with all our past loved ones. Maybe it's the great mystery of all time, and that we, yeah, it has to be. Like the other one is there life on another planet? But when you think about it, life on another planet is probably means nothing compared to what happens after this. Because what happens after this? Are we in a bubble? Are we an atom? Are we, just a piece of speck of dust in a whole other world? Because when you think about how big the universe is, I mean, it's just incomprehensible. It's incomprehensible. We're not even grains of sand. We're way more. We're like we're beyond microscopic grains of sand in terms of the universe. The Earth is, Jupiter is, the sun is. It's so insignificant when it comes to size. So there has to be a bigger thing. And yeah, I'm sure that there is. See, Angelo, I hope you were not injured during the holdup. You didn't mean you got held up, right? You didn't mean that, right? You meant like you got held up like at the grocery checkout or, in a parking lot. That's just for shits and giggles. Could you clarify that? Because I want to make sure that you're okay, because it did read like that. Easy says, yeah, go for peace of mind. Andrew Wolkowicz, France and England were both Catholic nations and at war. Both felt like God was on their side. Yeah. Perhaps it's about the freedom of choice. Perhaps no one in the world considers themselves a bad guy. Well, people have to know. Listen, basic right and wrong is basic right and wrong. I firmly believe that. You could be a quote unquote asshole and not know it, But then that probably means that you have some kind of other thing going on, like you're a sociopath or, you're just. But then again, what's normal? I don't even know anymore. The whole normal's not even a good word. So I don't know. I met a lot of people in this existence that were just not great people, and I've experienced it pretty hard. Not great people, but I have a great family. I have great friends. I have a great partner. I've had animals that were just mesmerizing, and so and I don't believe that whole thing. You look for trouble. I think trouble looks for you. People say you look for trouble. I've never believed that. I've never believed that, because the last thing I want is trouble, and trouble has found me not profoundly, well, maybe profoundly, I don't even know yet. We'll see. There's hopefully some of this left, some left in the playbill, but yeah, I've never believed that. People who don't have a sense of, it's just so every time I see people do that, it drives me bananas. But look, religious wars have been the wars that have killed everybody, and it's just so absurd. It really does. Mr. Badgas, here in the UK, a wagon wheel is around. Oh, okay. So you meant the chocolate bar thing. I totally know what that is. Okay. I used to love those. I loved those. I don't like McVitie's. I don't like those digestive crackers, but I liked Flake and Aero, Marathon, which are Snickers. And I think they're called Snickers over there now, but they were called Marathon at one time, right? No idea. Glenn Parker liked the show last night. You're welcome, man. Just short circuiting, blah, 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 blah. You know what? As Carl Sagan said, paraphrasing, if it's empty, what a waste of space. Absolutely true. 1,000,000% true. So what I want to do now is I want to talk about the SS United States for a couple of minutes before I do the Gallery of Bastards, because it's something you guys know. I've mentioned it on the show before, and I don't listen. There's no obligations or pressure of any kind for anybody to get their act together and come to Philadelphia. But I'm just saying, if anybody's in or near or gonna be around the Philadelphia area, we're going to be giving a tour on August 3rd. I'm not going to be giving a tour. Paul and Glenn, they're the co-chairs of the New York chapter of the SS United States Conservancy, which is a really, really amazing place that has been trying to save this incredible ship from being destroyed. And she is one of the most important pieces of American history. I've said this before a bunch of times on the show, not on the show. She's the fastest ship that's ever gone across the ocean, both directions. She holds the Blue Band. She was part of, she was covertly co-built by the United States Navy in conjunction with William Francis Gibbs and Cox and Gibbs. And she was built to be transferable into a troop ship to help the war efforts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When she was built in the 50s, she was decommissioned in 1969. And, if you go to Long Beach, you've got the Queen Mary. If you go to Dubai, you've got the Queen Elizabeth II. If you go to Rotterdam, they've got the Rotterdam there, which is really a sensational thing. Their hotels, their esplanades, their shopping, they're all kinds of amazing things. And here's the dealio on this. Let me present this to you so you know what I'm talking about. If anybody wants to go, it's not a freebie, so that's why I'm not. But hey, I'm going to meet Carolyn Martin for the very first time because she's going to go, and I'm very excited because we talk like girls, and yet I've never actually met her. So this is the flagship update. We wouldn't topple the Statue of Liberty, so let's save the United States. And basically, this is it's a $250 donation, but you get a full tour of this 1,000-foot ship, 997 feet. She's in Philadelphia right now. I'm going to be there the whole day, and I'm going to be doing a live stream from the show. So listen, I'm no pressure here. It's just that this has been a part of my life for the better part of a decade, because I like to save things that I think are important, not only animals and people, but inanimate objects that have some kind of significant value. And I just don't know why America doesn't have the pride to save this thing. She is the flagship of the United States, and she's quite beautiful. She just has bad paint. She needs to be repainted, so she looks a little bit scrappy. But what I will do is copy. I will put this in here, paste, and I'll put the link to the SS United States. If anybody wants to click on that or copy that down, they certainly can. And or you can email me at basharddirk@gmail.com. That is basharddirk@gmail.com. You know how to do that, right? basharddirk@gmail.com. Positions are limited. There are 2 showings of the day. We're doing the 10 a.m. show, which is going to be us hanging around, taking everybody on board the ship. You get to see everything: the engine rooms, the what's left of the staterooms, because it's a modular ship, so a lot of the interiors have been removed. The ballrooms, the pool, the decks, amazing stuff. The whole ship, nothing is off limits. The only thing that you can't do on the ship is take a picture of yourself and post it. So you can have plenty of pictures of the ship and you on it for yourself, but you can't post it. And that is for insurance reasons. So that's what I'm saying. SS United States. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
The Gallery of Bastards. What are we starting out with tonight? Let's see. Let's start out with Ray from the west of Ireland, and he's showing off his G-Shock on the cliffs, baby, on the cliffs. One of the most beautiful places in the entire world. If you have never been to Ireland, you should go. Not only is there good food there now, but the people are gorgeous and they're lovely, and you'll never meet more welcoming people in the world. Go knock on Ray's door when you're down there. Look, great shot, Ray. Can I just say you've upgraded your photography quite a bit. Look at that rugged beast. Looking great. Oh, amazing. Yeah, the west of Ireland is one of the most absolutely incredible places. If you've been, you know it. It's absolutely outrageous. His Phil Ayres. Look at this. Look at this shot. Wait, this was for Speedy Tuesday. So obviously we didn't get around to it. But have you ever seen anything cuter? I'm sure Millie C is like, oh my God. Look at that. Oh. That looks like a 1450. Look at that. Look at that beautiful beast. Oh, man. Look at this. The watch is beautiful, but the cat's even cuter. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, buddy. Did you say anything in there so I could read it? Let me see. Oh, yeah, here it is. It is Crumpet. That's the name of his beautiful cat. Is paired with a 1995 Heselite sandwich with an .863 caliber. He wears a tad large on her. Oh, isn't that cute? And I believe that's a 1450 bracelet, right? One of my favorite bracelets. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Phil. Vasilios, Mom, and Kitty. You know, he's got those strays in his area. And here's Mom, and they're having a napsy poo. Look at that. Is there another cat in her? Looks like there's a kitty here too, right? They're having a snoozy snooze. Oh my God, how cute are they? Look at sleeping with Mama. Oh my God. You guys all taking good care of them and feeding them? I'm sure you are. Thank you, buddy. That's beautiful. We love to see that. We love it. Franco Fiore is in the room today with some very heavy hitters. Look at this action. Oh boy. You said it, mister. Oh boy. Incredible. Sheesh. Holy crap. Looks perfect on you, man. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that is. Yeah. Oof. I really have a thing for those. Who doesn't? You know, it's funny. Like, I don't like the ceramic ones anywhere near as much as I love these. Perfect fit on you, man. Couldn't be more beautiful. Oh, man. Is everybody drooling? Drooling. That's beautiful. Keep it as it is. Gorgeous. Thank you, man, very much. Franco Fiore. Mr. Culver is in the house with the Ungans. Ungans. That's how you say it, right? Ungans. Ungans. Very cool. Look at that. Some serious German watchmaking there. Gorgeous, man. Look at this thing. That's a really gorgeous dial. I absolutely love that dial. The bezel is the knurling is very similar, sort of, to a Speedmaster. Look at the pip on the top. Very interesting design. Beautiful watch. Beautiful. Oh, look at that from the side. Oof, that crown is beautiful. The crown is very low. The pushers are very low. Is that, as I suspect now, 2 movements? Like my Speedy reduced? Depuis du poids. Look at that. That's very interesting. Oh, man. You probably said something about it. It's the 10 atmosphere pilot steel Ungans. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, look at that's right on the bottom, though. That is fascinating. That really looks like serious machining, man. Look at that monster. It's gorgeous. You look like you have a pretty manly big wrist. And so I'm assuming that this watch is, what, 43 or 44? Wow. It really suits you, too. Wow. First Youngins on the channel. And you know what? It's quite beautiful. Let me just see if you said something about that. It's 43 millimeters. Yep. Yep. I was good at haberdashery. You're a 42 regular. You, sir, are 44 tall, and you are a 38 short. I was always pretty good at that. Here's Ken. What you got for us, Ken? Oh, man. Vintage action. Looking amazing. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Have we seen this watch before for something very similar? It's very cool. Is there more than one? Shit, there's only one picture. Let me read. This is my new thing. I have 2 screens up. Oh, it's the Montauk Watch Company. We have. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool watch. Mr. McKenzie on the screen. Showing some boats. La barca. So, like in Italian, barca is boat, is navi a ship. For all of you fluent speakers out there, I'm assuming, right? Barca is a boat. Navi is, I guess, ships. I never saw barchi. I'm just curious, do they change the word for that? I know there's both navi and there's both barca, but I've never seen barchi. Beautiful. Oh, this is cool. Franco, you're Italian, right? It's cool. Look at that. The Jubilee Queen. Let's see what these are. Sport and Leisure. Okay, what's the name of this place? That's the Fogsty Restaurant. Oh, this is cool. Looks like a good time having, but that's nice village living, right? Country goodness, self-serve shoes. Interesting. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Amazing. The National Lobster Hatchery. Oh, so do they lay their eggs there? Wow. Is that a lock? Looks like it. What a village. There's the Jubilee Queen again. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you for sharing. It's a whole big pictorial. Quite beautiful. Mr. Wolkowicz. Oh, you're going to get 1 million likes for this one, kiddo. Because look at this baby doll. Oh, man. Look at you. I love when that's just full surrender. Full surrender. That's when you know they love you. That's when you know. Aw. She's like, you didn't pet me enough. You're just taking pictures for your stupid show. Yeah. Angelo Minichello, thank you. Barca boat, Nava ship. That's what I guessed. Duolingo doesn't exactly tell me that. Not exactly. Beautiful pictures of the kids. And not to be left out, one more with a different pose, but everybody wants to see it, so you should too. You're a beautiful baby. I miss that every day. Every day. Every day. Richard Petrie's here. This is funny. He's like, I'm listening to Halloween. Halloween is a metal band from Germany. I never played with them, but I saw them once live. Very high singer, Michael Kiske. This is the Keeper of the Seven Keys. These are two big. They had like a little bit of a big following in Europe, and they got back together recently. And so I know where this guy's taste lies. I remember those. I saw them on that tour they did in the States with Grim Reaper, Armored Saint, and Halloween. I think it was called Hell on Wheels. And it was really they were great. That singer was amazing. Ah, here's Melly C. Oh, no. Melly C, I just can't handle it. I cannot handle it. Oh God, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. Not that they're not all cute, but she looks so much like my Glaucus. Look how, she's looking for something to play with. There's nothing better than that wild eyeball when they get all cuckoo. Oh, she's a Walenda. Look at this action. Wow. That is talent. And then the little chin tuck. Always so cute with the look at the wide eyes. Oh, she's wild right now. I love your carpet. That carpet is so pretty. Oh, you're a doll. We love you. Look, she's like, why are you and Andrew just taking pictures for that silly show? That's the super pupils. Oh, she's like a devil. Devil cat. They always say just don't pet your cat fast when they have their eyeballs like that. But you know your cat better than everybody. And I'm sure she's a doll. Laverne used to like to beat the shit out of me with her back feet. I used to say, no back feet, no back feet, no back feet. And she didn't listen because she's a cat. Thank you, Melly C. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And then we've got Angelo Minichello on the show. Hey, Angelo. And he says, after 37 years, it's time for a revamp. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Okay. Sometimes it makes you feel fresh. Okay, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that circular drive. Very nice. I love those field stones. They're beautiful. Like cut field stones. Quite beautiful. And Angelo, great luck with that. It looks like you're going to, first of all, you've got so much taste and style. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute hoot. It's going to be fantastic when you're done with that. Becky Brown, who was on the show, she was out on a trip. Good to see you. Look at that beautiful purple Casio. Oh, man, that's a great looking dial, isn't it? You know, it's the Datejust alternative. It's beautiful. I love it. Look at that bracelet, though. Oh, so oystery. This is beautiful, man. Did you get it? Oh, look, you're in a store. Okay. Look at these. These are very pretty. Oh, wow. Two-tone. G-Shock's absolute toughness. Red dials. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Miss Brown. You're a queen. Thank you so much for the message you sent me too. That was really beautiful. Oh, there's more Becky Brown. Let's go. More watches. Where is this? Let me read this first before I tell you where she is. It's a festival, and it's very specific, so I'm not gonna dox her and tell you where she is because that's not right. Well, Festina. What is that? Well, it's a kind of a Rolexy kind of thing. Oh, look at that. Festina. I don't know this brand. It's an Italian brand, I'm assuming. Huh. Very pretty. Festina. Oh, yeah. It's 199 euros. $200. $200 for a pretty watch. Oh, wow. Looks like it's got some great loom on it, too. Oh. Yeah, I hope you don't mind I didn't tell everybody where you work, because I don't like to do that, because it's specific. You know, they could just look at your nice pictures and don't have to know the rest. Let's see what we got here. We've got, what is this? Oh, you're buying something. Oh, diploma of initiation. Oh, you got it. Oh, you're getting it. Oh, she's creating her own parfum. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh man. Wow. That's cool. You created your own perfume. L'Atelier des Parfums. Wow. Look at that, Molinar. Very cool. Give us a review. I mean, obviously, you either created it or you curated it, and let us know what you thought when it was all done. Very cool, Becky Brown. Thank you for all the pictures. Did I miss the first ones? No, I didn't. Because you sent it in 3 spots. I want to make sure I got them all done. Mr. Dundee in the room, and he's got something for yesterday because I was a lazy bitch and I didn't do it correctly, but it was Speedy Tuesday. Look at that. Looking amazing on that wrist. Yeah, incredible. Look at that. Oh boy. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning, man. And thank you for contributing as Speedmaster. I'm grateful because, Tuesday people don't really do it, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, that is so adorable. And the watch isn't bad either. So funny. Here's Mr. Ray Ray. Oh, here's an actual picture of the man himself. Handsome divil. Look at him. Ray Ray. With his jumper and his tam. What watch are you wearing there, mister? Oh, you're wearing that watch. I don't remember what it's called. Looky there in your workshop, getting stuff done with a little bit of a heating element. So it must be a little chilly there. Oh, isn't that great? We got an actual shot of everybody. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do like a Basher of the Day or Basher's face pics, so we all know who we're talking about. Facilio says shot on an iPhone, because last week we were talking about those crazy things that the Samsungs are like messing with the moon. This is a moon, yeah. That's all you get with an iPhone. It's a good, cool picture, but you never get any of the surface of the moon or anything like that. You just get a ball of yellow light, because that's all there is when it comes to iPhones. I mean, I don't know what Samsung's up to, but I came this close to thinking about trading away my iPhone for a Samsung model. I was like, you know what? I was trying to think, like I found out you could download Apple Music, so I don't have to get rid of my ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Jim Lassick with his, wow, very, very beautiful. He says, I know you don't really like Daytonas. It's 50% true. I do like rose gold and I do like the Oyster Flex. I just do. I just think that this watch is a super tool watch and it looks better when it's rugged, and it certainly doesn't look bad on a rugged man like yourself there. Looking great. Amazing with his architectural sketches. Amazing. Yeah. Look at the size of the paws on this guy. Oh boy. Incredible. Thank you, Jim Lassick. Always a treat. Oh, look at this. This is from Ray Ray. This is like a gaggle of puppies. I mean, can you stand it? Who are these critters? Look at how happy they all look. Who are they, Ray Ray? Who are they? Oh, adorable. Oh my God. That's one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Everybody associates me with being such a cat person. And while that is true, I was allergic and asthmatic to cats my whole life until I found Glaucus. And that changed my life. And I did have a dog. I had Irish wolfhounds growing up. They were both named Mick, go figure. And then I had Dinga. But these puppies are adorable. Who are they? Tell me who they are and what they're up to. This is from Martin. Showing us some James Bond ads for was this Casino Royale, which of course he was wearing a Planet Ocean. Seamaster, yeah. Oh yeah, there it is, the Planet Ocean. And my father-in-law has that exact watch because he is not only an Omega aficionado, but a James Bond one as well. Oh, there you are. Look at you, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beast. Wow. How regal and how royal. Oh, you're adorable. It's so fuzzy. Fuzzy and furry. Oh, in the sink. I love those farmer sinks. Look at that. What a perfect design that is for a sink. Aw. Don't turn the tap on. Cats hate water. My cats, of all my cats, every single one of them have hated water. Do you find that true for you guys? I don't know. Oh man, that's beautiful. Let's see. Let me see. So I know exactly what I'm looking at. He says, Martin Brown, hey Dirk, great YouTube channel, mate. I'm offering free to all the Oh, did you send me? Okay. I'm gonna read this privately because this is private for me. But did you mention what the name of your cat is? I just want to see. 1-year-old Maine Coon. It's a boy. Did you give me the cat's name? Okay. Okay, that's smart. Okay. I will read that and I will write back to you. I will indeed. Thank you for that. I just realized when I was reading it that it's about something else. So I'll keep that private for now. Franco Fiore in the room with the final gallery of Bastards pictures of the night. Oh, more 1675. Wow. This thing is crazy, man. Whoosh. Yeah, it's a treasure. To treasure, man. It's an absolute treasure. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Looks great on you. Thanks so much. Thank you, everybody, who contributed today to the Gallery of Bastards. I am amazed, and I'm amazed by all of your incredible content.
The Gallery of Bastards, send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
Thank you so much for that. I'll go through the last end of the chats before we call it a night. And Dave Fahrenheit 51, just short of synapses. Yeah, that happens. Angelo Minichello says, no hold up. Sorry, bad phrasing. No, I think we got that, but we're grateful. Dave says, delayed may have been a better choice of word. Right. Angelo Minichello, Carl Sagan said, yeah, I got that one. Franco Fiore says, Emmett and Dirk have great chemistry. Yeah, it's because we're mates. I love the guy. Happy Meal says, we may be a simulation created for somebody's entertainment. It's very possible. I'm not discounting anything. Easy, I prefer the Euro version of M&M's. Yeah, well, Smarties, right? Do you know about Smarties? When I was a kid, you'd get Smarties and they came in a cylinder with a slot on them. And like later on, you could turn it into a bank. Smarties, they were like way better M&M's. Dave says, I convinced more people need to put more effort in the here and now rather than worrying about what may come. That's very true indeed. And this, of course, is the link for the SS United States. Anybody come on? Listen, anything I mentioned that's extracurricular, like the skydiving thing, that's going to happen. But if anybody's, patriotic and wants to see a piece of real American history, she's in danger. And she's been afloat by literally afloat by all the great caretakers and people who care about her. And she's an important part of history. It's a shame to let that go. Easy, good shot, Ray. Everybody's loving that. That's the best shot of the day. That's the best bracelet, and the putty is fab. Indeed. Andrew says, I'm impressed. The cat was chill with that. It's true. Melly C, oh my God, that's so adorable in the botch, right? CW Watch Enthusiast, sorry for the late hello. Dirk's last night's show was simply epic. I guess it kind of was. In good ways and bad ways. He won't be doing that anytime soon. We might do another busker show, but it will be maybe a drink or two tops. Guys, it's funny when you just keep pouring stuff over ice, you don't even realize what you're doing. Thank God I don't drink hard liquor. Thank God for that. Easy says, good song, Surrender. There's so many Surrender songs. You mean the Cheap Trick one? Scotty Love. Hey, kids, late to the action. Last night was nuts. Dirk Tipsy McRange Muster. Yeah, it was crazy. But we're going to have a better setup next time because Emmett and I figured it out, I think. This is why I didn't read it, Dirk. I've emailed you a great giveaway for iBashers subscribers only. Okay. How nice of you, Martin. And what's your cat's name? Can I have your cat's name? Do I know that? Because I want to be familiar with the cat. That's why I didn't read it, but I will. Andrew says, nice. Scott E. Love, by the way, you should create some higher Patreon. I don't know. I feel weird about that. I don't know. Maybe when I've earned it. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people do Patreon for $5 and stuff. Listen, I'm not so great at the Patreon content. I know there should be extra stuff, but I do live shows. That's why I don't make sure that everybody gets a greeting and says, well, listen, so far I've been very lucky that all the patrons have stuck around. They're all wonderful, but I did lose one last month, and I just checked in on them because it's somebody who I kind of know from the show, just to check if they're okay, and never heard back from them. So that worries me because I care about how everybody's doing. It's very important to me that the bastards stay tight and involved, and if anything's up, let us all know, because we don't want to miss you and any of that stuff. Mart says, my cat is Bronson. What a great name, Bronson. That's great. Thank you so much for that. Andrew says, yes, lovely. Bronson. That's amazing. Hitesh C said, great show. You say, thanks so much, Hitesh C. It's always great to see you in the house. Thank you so much. Andrew saying now over 2.6 thousand. Cool numbers. Numbers climbed a bit. Yeah. I don't know. Is the hex over? I don't know. I don't know. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. We'll never know, will we? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the show for the Gallery of Bastards. Just send your pics, the sublime and the absurd, to basharddirk@gmail.com. That is basharddirk@gmail.com. And I don't get to do this very often, but I want to thank my Patreon pantheon, and I should. Jim Lassick, Andrew Wolkowicz, Go Moto Soto. Where's Go Moto Soto been for a while? Nick Sisto, Complicated Time, Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dana O'Malley, Lord Scotty H. I was just thinking about Go Moto Soto. We haven't seen him in a while. I'm going to send him a message, see if he's all right. Dean McKenzie, Al Benedetti, Angelo Minichello, Gasman 308. How I hope you guys are great. I love you guys. Danny L., new career. You're amazing. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Dave Fitzsimons, where were you tonight? You were here last night. Lady with Wrench, Carolyn Martin, Easy E, Mimi Reichenbach, Chris on the Upper East Side, Drew B, who's the one who left us. And I'm just concerned. You can leave us. It's your life. Scott E. Love, Jocelyn Bittenbender, love you. Ray, and Nader Prince. You guys rule. And you all rule. All of the bastards rule. Patreon is just one amazing way to contribute to the show. So many of you have super chatted and PayPal'd, and you send beautiful pictures, and you send a suggestion and a giveaway. I'm grateful for all. There he is, Chris on the Upper East Side. Yay. Now, if we could just find out what happened to Drew B. I mean, okay, that's fine. You don't have to be part of that, but I would love to see that you're okay. So if anybody knows him and can do a welfare check, just to make, because I sent him a couple of emails. I'm like, hey, I know how life goes and stuff, but you're part of the Bastards team. You're great. And he was such a contributor. And now I don't see him. And I pay attention to that, because the channel isn't so big that I can't, Ciao for all now. And Scotty loves this. Scotty Love XXOO. Yeah. I say the same exact thing. Guys, that's the show for tonight. bashdark@gmail.com for any of the things you want to send to me, and I'd be grateful to show it on tomorrow night's show. But until then, please remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember that when you encounter unkindness, you can't always be sure what that person is going through. They could be having a terrible day. Something terrible could happen in their lives. You don't know. Give them enough rope. Give them enough room to hang themselves or redeem themselves either which way. Either that or they're just a